Hey guys. Okay. This week I decided to talk about confidentiality. Um, the biggest thing at the VA that I have encountered with confidentiality is release of information, which I would think would be the case with most places. Um, anyway, that being said, the definition of confidentiality is the state of keeping or being kept secret or private. Now, I feel like confidentiality and safety go hand in hand because when I was kind of writing out a list of what we do at the VA to keep things confidential outside of the release of information, a lot of it was safety related. So, okay, I guess I'm just gonna kind of list some things and then go from there. So, some of the things I've noticed is, the VA is a big place. They have a lot of different units for a lot of different areas of attention. One main hallway that I walk through every day is the mental health counseling division, so to speak. And there are a lot of little offices off the main hallway. And they're very close together. It's not super soundproof, so I've noticed a lot of sound machines. There are signs throughout the hallway periodically asking you not to discuss patient information, whether you're discussing names or not, to just be mindful of who's around you and not discuss the information out and about. Which one would think would be common sense, but we know how that goes sometimes. The other one was we have to put our badge into the keyboard to get into the computer system, period. So not just to get into like the medical documentation or the computerized record system. We have to literally take our badge out, stick it in the keyboard, enter a key, and then we're able to move forward. So that is huge for confidentiality because no one can just sit down at a computer and guess someone's password and start looking at information. But it's a safety thing too. So I was like, and the sound machines, it's to protect from someone's conversation being heard, especially while in treatment. But it's also a safety thing. So, also, just really quick, I know I'm talking about confidentiality, but backing up to my safety video, they have intercom systems in every single office. So I had actually asked about the active gun shooter, and they have a system where if that happens, there is a warning that goes off in this intercom system to everybody, telling them to, get down, stay away from windows, all this stuff. So anyway, that's just another safety piece. But I thought it was very interesting because I hadn't noticed those intercom systems. But anyway, so other confidentiality things that I have found are screen protectors or like those darkened screen things. Again, a safety issue as well. Shred boxes are everywhere for documentation that needs to be shredded appropriately for confidentiality purposes and not giving out other people's information. And then you actually can't print anything from the record system, which I thought was really quite cool. And the reason I had inquired was because I wanted a note for reference. And I basically had to just kind of recreate it somewhere else to reference for myself. Anyway, so quick example, I know I'm at like my 5 minutes here. So quick example was a mother had called not too long ago to discuss with my supervisor about her son's choices recently. And he had an expired release of information on file. So she, like, quite expired. So she informed the mom that she was more than willing to speak with her, but that she wouldn't be able to discuss any of her son's information, but that she would listen to her concerns and that we could certainly at some point just kind of reach out and check on the son, but that we couldn't discuss any information. And she was very understanding of that. Her and her son talk a lot anyway, but that was my one encounter so far with release of information being expired. So I'm sorry I went a little bit over, but I really wanted to kind of show that comparison between like the safety and the confidentiality. I feel like they're really intertwined. Any feedback is cool, and I hope you guys all have a really great week. Take care.